Good morning. It's going to be a really nice day. It looks like. Hopefully pretty cloudy and cool and no rain. Here's where I left you last night before I left. I got siding up on top, which is nice. I mean, at least now I have no more water coming in from the side, so you know that's nice. And of course I've done the same over here. That's where we are here. Okay, what you don't see is on top of the roof. So we have to throw on the third tier on the scaffold, and then I'll easily be able to just walk right across onto the roof. And it should be simple. Again, I'm looking at the pitch, and the pitch is nothing compared to the rest of the houses around here. And they're walking up and down like it's no problem when they're up on their roof. So I shouldn't have any problem at all doing that. It's just going to be scary for me, that's all. I don't like height. What's also important is I'm hoping to be able to get the trim on. Now, I don't really know, how that's going to work. Being so new at this, I figured I was just going to, put the trim on, screw it down, but maybe some of those other screws are in the way, and I have to drill through. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. But I really need to kind of get that trimming on there done, because the last thing I want is for the sides to kind of rot. All right. Now for the top, we're going to need at least 2 of these. Oh. Each time I do something to the house, it feels more like a house. When I did the floor, the foundation, the floor, then I put up the walls, it felt more like a house, put a temporary roof. And now that I'm finally doing a roof, that is when it really becomes, feasible that it's going to be a house, when that roof is finally done and is no longer dripping water on the inside. Which reminds me, I gotta clean out the inside before I leave tomorrow. I think next I'm gonna have to get that third tier up there, but here's the thing, I'm concerned because I don't have enough of these things right here. And as you can tell, I don't have one here. It's just kind of sitting on there. I feel still pretty safe, but I wish they would have gave me enough. That's a little ridiculous, really. It's the second time that happened. It wasn't intentional because I was there also. I don't think we accounted for the pins that were going in the wheels. Because if I didn't have those, I'd have enough. Okay. Once I get this third tier up, I really don't think I need to move it anywhere. Because I can just walk across the roof and go to any point that I need and then just come back here. It's also somewhat the highest point, so I'll get the most height out of this. No pins, that's concerning right there. This shouldn't go anywhere.
Be nice to have it made out of aluminum.
What's that?
Be nice.
That's okay. I'm good. Okay, this. Oh, no, that's me. Don't worry about it. I think I got it. Nice try, though. What I do want is to get a
Got it?
almost. Let me stand up.
Okay, I still got a little bit.
Okay, got it.
Still got a little bit.
Run, sir.
Uh-huh.
This will take you out.
Yeah.
I didn't do this right.
Yeah. Doing all right with it. It's
They all
hooked.
down, right?
Yeah, it's hooked.
Okay.
Big fall.
Let's see. So I'm going to climb on top of the roof, and this isn't something that I'm really going to focus on getting the camera up there and having you guys follow along. You know, this site isn't so much about a how-to DIY. It's just, you know, the journey of getting this done and getting ready for retirement. So I'm not going to drag you guys up there. I'll have too much on my mind as it is. So I'll just kind of fill you in. All right. I don't know if you remember this, but there's a large gap right in there from where the OSB didn't go up very high, and you know, it just wasn't done just right. It was kind of caught at an angle, but anyway, you can see that the extra piece there to the right right there, that had to be fixed first. So my neighbor came over and he cut the pieces and handed them up to me, and I nailed them down. And there's a handful of pieces that weren't nailed at the very top because the roofer at the time just couldn't reach it. So I got those filled in, and now it's time to lay down the insulation, and we're getting the game plan to do that. We're thinking we're going to staple the insulation on one side, and as we put the pieces on there, we'll just fold out the insulation and do the next 10, the middle piece, and just keep doing that instead of trying to roll it all out and nail it down and then walk across it. I think that might be a little dangerous. So chances are we are going to have to move the scaffold from one end to the other to lay the metal down, but we'll see how that goes. Well, it's getting late in the day. I wish I could show you really what I've done. Tomorrow I will kind of take the camera up just enough where at least you can see. I know this doesn't mean anything, but there's some on top. Here we go. There, now you can see a little bit. Whew. So that took all day. I mean, and I have to leave tomorrow morning, and there's no way for me to get it all done. I've been here like 4 or 5 days, and it's really disappointing. I thought I could really do it, but it's a lot involved in putting one of those up, and the fact that I'm scared half to death climbing up a 3-tier and balancing myself and climbing up on the roof with no safe rope or anything, so that wasn't cool. But I think I might be able to come out here tomorrow morning and get at least the let me see, the north end of it done. And there's in the center of the roof, of course, there's a gap where the plate's going to go up on top. Well, there's enough of that insulation bubble wrap where I can kind of bend it over and take my staple gun and staple it down to keep water from getting in there when it does rain until it gets back. But to be honest, the reason why I didn't want to come back is because that damn scaffold, that cost me a lot of money, and I have to get it for a 3rd time. Damn. I'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you tomorrow, regardless.